switch teams on Grey's Anatomy and leave McSteamy for Dr. Erica Hahn. Let's see what we can get out of her. Please welcome Sara Ramirez. Thank you. Good. And hi. I hear that you are also an American Idol devotee.
Fanatic. Yes, I confess.
Okay, so who have you been voting for?
David Cook.
Oh, he's good.
Although I have to say, I started out being a huge fan of David Archuleta, and I just think he's adorable and incredibly talented. So not to take away from him, but I'm really happy with these final three. I think they deserve it.
I do too.
Absolutely.
I do too. And then yesterday you announced the Tony nominations.
Yes, the
which
Tony
is so
nominations.
Great.
That was so exciting with David Hyde Pierce, who I love and adore.
And you know that Whoopi is going to be the is it the narrator, storyteller?
I am so excited you're doing it this year.
Well, I wish I had done it when you were up because I saw the opening night performance of Spamalot.
Oh,
and I was there too.
I didn't see you.
I didn't see you either. But I have to tell you, your voice, you're brilliantly funny, fabulously talented, and I'm thrilled. Yeah, I mean, she's just great. You're great.
She basically stopped that show.
Yes, she did.
Thank you.
That number, yeah.
Thank you. That was an amazing opportunity.
Where did my part go? That's my favorite.
Oh, right? Yeah.
Where's
Just
my
coming out
And funny and very talented.
Eric Idle did an amazing job, and John Dupre, who wrote, they wrote the music and the lyrics.
You did an amazing job because you won the Tony for that, and when you won it, how did it feel?
It felt amazing. Are you kidding me? I had my mother and my best friend sitting right next to me, and I was not prepared to walk up there in that dress, but it was. I mean, I really didn't think it was going to happen, to be honest. So it's always a shocking experience, and James Earl Jones is saying my name, and he's saying it right, and it's just like crazy. And
what age did you realize how talented you were, though? That you knew how great your voice was and everything. When did you know that?
Listen, singing has been in my family. My grandfather was a singer, my mother was a singer, so it just sort of runs in the family, and it's perhaps something you almost take for granted in a way. It's just sort of, you know, I grew up with, my mom would have a lot of friends over, and she would break out the guitar, and we would do a lot of songs, and it's just part of the family. Music has always just been a part of the family, so I don't know how to answer your question except to say that it's just like...
So you were used to it.
Yes, I was sort of used to it, and getting positive feedback in high school. I went to a performing arts school, so just getting positive feedback about it and loving it, and yeah, you know, you love the applause and all that sort of thing, and so I thought I'd give it a try.
Well, I mean, you really have so many talents, and on Grey's, I have to discuss. I've always loved your character. I love her. I think in terms of how she was so vulnerable and so fierce, and now your character's with McSteamy, but there seem to be some hints that you might be going for Dr. Khan and switching teams and going for the lady.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's so interesting because nothing's really happened. And yet, there's a lot of buzz and a lot of speculation and perhaps some assumptions being made.
Are they?
But I can't say. And what's going to be really, what would I like?
Yeah, would you like that to happen?
I think that Grey's Anatomy is a revolutionary show in terms of its casting, in terms of a lot of the universal truths in the relationships, the various relationships. And if Shonda Rhimes decides that she wants to expand that even further and expand our homophobic horizons, then I think it would be great.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
I think so too.
Well, let's see, because you're having fun trying to figure out what you're going to do, and we have a sneak peek of Callie taking a stab at different teams, maybe.
Give me 2 minutes. I'll meet you in the third floor encore room.
We're going to sit and enjoy a meal together.
I don't get it.
I've turned over a new leaf. From now on, if you want this, you're going to get this too.
Ew.
Shove over, Sloan. Torres and I are gonna share a sapphic salad.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, we're lovers. Didn't you know?
It's a love that dare not speak its name.
Look me in the eye and tell me that you're not thinking about a threesome.
I'm not. The old Mark would, but that's no more.
Really? You're not thinking about her and me and you and a video camera?
You finished filming the season finale Sunday at 4 in the morning.
5 in the morning.
Oh,
5 in the
that's
morning.
how they do it.
Yeah, and I honestly, I said this to a few people, I did not want to be anywhere else. There was no other place that I wanted to be at that moment. The night before, we had actually filmed till 4 in the morning. And actually, for the last 3 or 4 days, I was there, and it was just, I wouldn't want it any other way. I mean, I feel like the luckiest person in the world, and I have a job, and it's an amazing job, and you get tired, and people want to go home, and the crew's been there 24/7 every day. So, yeah, people want to get it done. But, you know, the group of people I get to work with, it's just, you can't, you just have to remember to be grateful and have a good time. And, you know, there are blood and guts everywhere. I mean, wait till you see the finale. It's crazy.
Like, with all the medical terms, do you feel more able?
I'm morbid that way, and I admit it. My father was an oceanographer and a scientist, so I grew up analyzing, you know, specimens and seeing things in jars and stuff. So I'm really fascinated by the anatomy. I don't know that I could really do it. I don't know that I can remember all the things that doctors have to remember. It's like years of training. But the sight of blood doesn't scare me. It fascinates me. It fascinates me that deep down we've got very similar things going on, despite what we look like on the outside.
Yes, you do. You are so talented. We're always glad to have you here. She's not a doctor, but she plays one really well on TV. Our thanks to Sara Ramirez. Be sure to check out Grey's Anatomy tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on ABC.